Guys, today I'm replying the question here from Mike Check. He's asking like, we have a small school and I'm teaching class. How do I make it so that the most experienced guys and the newer guys get the most out of it without boring the experienced guys or losing the new guys? Okay, so what he means here is like, he teaches in a small school and he probably have one class for everybody, for the new students and for the very experienced students. And he want to know how should he does to make sure that he's still giving like a good techniques for the new guys, but doesn't bother the experienced guys who has like another level. Mike, the tip I would give here, it's I learned from the Alliance, from my teacher Fabio Gurgel, and from the system that he's using on Alliance. I think you should break the class. So I believe you should have a beginner class only for the new guys. And you also should have like advanced class for the more experienced guys. So for example, there is a huge chance your class is like 2 hours, so or 1 hour and a half, whatever. I would try to break it down to 1 hour class only for beginners, 1 hour class only for advanced class. So I'm giving you this tip, but I don't even know if it's possible or not. Maybe you teach somewhere that you cannot even have this schedule. But that's what I would try to do if I could. I would try to break it down. 1 class only for the beginners, 1 class only for the advanced guys. In the beginner class, I would let the advanced guys camp if they wanted. Because many times happens, like I see like all the time in the Alliance system, that there is the Fundamentals 1 class, that's the beginner class, and many times I see brown belts over there, I see black belts, I see purple belts, just because they wanna remember the basics again. It's always good to refresh the basics, to refresh the foundation of Jiu-Jitsu. So in your case, I would really try to break down this class. So beginner class, advanced class. At Alliance, for example, we even have something in the middle. We have the fundamentals, intermediate, and advanced. So fundamentals is a class for beginners until 2 stripes, and there is not even sparrings in this class. It's only techniques and drill in the end. Drills, for example, let's imagine we are doing like a Toriano pass. Let's imagine we learn in this class Toriano pass, armbar, and how to open the close guard. So we would learn one technique by one, then in the end I would pass my opponent with Toriano pass, I would get him on, I would do the armbar, he would do the armbar escape, he would get on top, I would recover the guard, he would stand up, pass my guard, get him on, get the armbar, and we would rotate this. So it would be like a rotation of moves that we learned in the class. So there's no sparrings in the fundamentals class. In the beginners class, no sparrings. Just to make sure your students learn Jiu-Jitsu first, and then they started doing sparrings after they get 2 stripes. So it would be something like 2 to 3 months doing the fundamentals class without sparrings. Then they would go to the advanced class or the intermediate class if you have it. And then they would start doing sparrings little by little and this and that. But what's really important here is that by the time they start doing sparrings, they already learned Jiu-Jitsu, they know what they are doing, and this is going to avoid them to have injuries. This is gonna make them enjoy the journey even more, because one thing I see happening a lot is like the guy just joined a Jiu-Jitsu school. First day they teach them like a triangle, and then they don't even know what's triangle, and it's weird for them. Like those 2 legs closing over his head, and then makes hard for them to understand what's Jiu-Jitsu. And then after 1 week, they put them to do sparrings. They don't know anything yet. And then the guy tries to smash him. He gets hurt. And then he thinks like, Jiu-Jitsu is not nice. I'm going to stop Jiu-Jitsu. So that's not the goal. We want to make sure he learned Jiu-Jitsu. He learned the basic techniques. He understands what's passing the guard, what's getting him on, what's trying to get a submission. If someone taps you, you got to tap. If you should always avoid people to pass your guard. The way you're going to avoid passing the guard is doing this, doing that. And then when they start doing sparrings after 2 or 3 months, it's much more fun, you know, because they will roll with someone and they know what the guy is trying to do. They know like, oh, this guy's trying to pass my guard. Oh, this guy's trying to get my back to try to choke me. If they don't understand Jiu-Jitsu, Jiu-Jitsu is not fun, you know. The guy's gonna try to pass your guard and they don't even know what he's trying to do. He's going to your back, trying to put the buff hooks. You don't know what means the buff hooks. So that's why I think it's a really good option to break the classes down. Beginners, advanced, if you can, beginners, intermediate, advanced. And Yeah, that's it. So that's what I would try to do. I don't even know if you are able to do that or not, because I don't know where do you teach, how is this, if you can have a bigger schedule. But that should be the goal, to make our school keep growing, and soon it's not going to be a small school anymore. It's going to be a medium school, and then one day a big school. So I hope it has helped us.